Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Aurelian Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that.
He's got tall! Goal! Japan! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Chance here to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes looking to penetrate opposition lines. Bruno Fernandes, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fernandes. Locatelli. He's in a great position here. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. It's a really well-measured ball. They get a throw in. Lovely bit of skill. Tries to play it through. And that should get the job done. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's found a way through. Plays a sharp little... And the shot! Oh, taken with style. Inter are back in business. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that has added a whole new Judge, surely! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Isak. Bruno tries a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
That is ended up in no man's land. Ndika. Nicely spread. Valverde. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Valverde. Drilled in low. Cleared without complication. And now the breakaway.
Pretty robust defending.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. 30 minutes gone. Oh, this looks sharp. Rafinha. Bruno Fernandes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Isak. Bruno Fernandes charging forward, the ball at his feet. Can he finish? Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better?
Chance! Off the post! Danger averted for now. Japan have got it back and they'll have another go. Bruno Fernandes. Dink through. Ah, that's a fine interception. Not the most convincing of passes. It's a goal kick. DiMarco. It's a promising position. Elects to cross. He gets big. No mistake. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well,
oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Big header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Gabriel is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And he's been shifted off it. Locatelli. And the first 45 minutes are up. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. And here's Osimhen. DiMarco. And it's Bellingham. Looking for a chance for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he's forced to go back. Hakimi. And here's Valverde. Hakimi. Locatelli. Turns back here, probably the best option. Haaland. Hakimi at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. Bellingham. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Tchouaméni. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland, and the shot, big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away. And here's DiMarco in towards the back stick.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Now it's Palmer, and he cuts out the supply. Japan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chips it through. Gravenberg. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tries to pass it through. DiMarco has it in a wide position. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Japan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Japan take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Just eases him off the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually, you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Threads one in. Gabriel, and reclaimed it in a trice. Hakimi gets good distance on it. Can he get on the end of this?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hakimi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's made sure that's not getting through. It's a lovely, delicate pass. And that's a nicely shaped ball. He's through, now is he in? Can he finish? He scores! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Japan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Greenwood plays it in. And that has been cleared. Nicked it back promptly. It's run loose here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Thinks about the shot. Alvarez. Well timed, excellent interception. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Chouameni. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Japan conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Valverde. Oh, good spread. And they've got a throw. Alvarez. That's very neat. And it's Chouameni. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Valverde! Saka. Eze. Lovely, now then. Chooses to go back. He's tried one! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Gravenberg. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gives it back. Here's Rodri. Gabriel. And it's Hakimi. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Passes short and sharp. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Decent chance! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Japan get themselves into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. And the shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He is just caressing the ball. Osimhen. He's having a go. And time is up. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position, and he is living up to that now, delivering what he was maybe failing to deliver not so long ago. Just a lot more confidence, a lot stronger, and he'll be the one that they'll have to try and get past.
No argument from me on that front. Oh, what has happened here?
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Big chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Inter really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Corner number 2, then. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Osimhen.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he welcomes it in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Fernandes. They've got a throw in. That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Japan still without a single shot on target. Fernandes. Eder Militao. Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Osimhen. Good read, needed to be. Gabriel gets it clear. Lukaku.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Well, he was given the time and...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Chouameni. And it's DiMarco. Rafinha. Bellingham. Japan finding their passes. Threads one in. Oh, important interception. Cleared without complication. Half an hour played now. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. That's a corner kick. So, third corner of the game. Raya claims comfortably. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Bruno Fernandes. Now DiMarco. Not the most accurate pass. Fernandes. Chouameni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to pass it through. A heavy challenge. Oh, it's come loose. Short changes him with that pass. Rafinha. And it's Hakimi. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Lukaku. And here comes the corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Spread it left. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Oh, he's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Fernandes. He's found a way through. Hakimi proves too strong. Now, can they get it back? Haaland. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Osimhen. And it's Hakimi. Rafinha. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Japan really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Bellingham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And Rafinha. Out towards the flank. Now that looks a decent ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Rafinha. Bellingham. Chouameni. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Van der Ven attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, good ball. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Rafinha. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a very decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Aimed beyond the defence. Šeško! He's shifting through the gears here. Skims one in. And that's the keeper's ball. Rafinha.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Fernandez. And he's on a charge. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bruno Fernandez. Locatelli. And it's Locatelli. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Thinks about the shot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Locatelli. Šeško. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ah, looks a smashing ball. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to belt it away. Passes short and sharp.
Well, there's no doubt that they want...
And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Haaland. Now that's well seen too. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Inter Milan are making a change now. DiMarco, flash, up he goes! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Bruno Fernandez. Rafinha. Looking for the run. DiMarco.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chouameni, quality ball. Lovely feet. Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Japan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. And he's found the way past. Oh, he's got a side of goal. Oh, shooting chance! And it's hoisted clear. 90 minutes gone and nothing to show. And here's the chance to counter. Japan need to make something happen here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Saka. Lovely bit of skill. Well read, and the danger is averted. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Saka. Now it's Isak. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's fabulous. Valverde is onto this. And it's Gravenberch. And here's Palmer. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And back to the keeper they go. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And here's Valverde. There they go, hunting in packs. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Fermin. Valverde. Driving on and making... And the shot! Oh, yes! It's there! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
Half-time, extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? And he's well positioned here. Valverde. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he shoots! They've scored! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Oh, they can break here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Haaland. He's had a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? He's being urged to shoot. That has been slung wide. Now it's Isak. Gravenberg.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Japan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And now they can clear their lines. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be the final act. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game. that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Osimhen! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Has another go! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. DiMarco. Played in deep. And he's there to clear it. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ambitious ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella...
And he's following up! This their second corner of the game. Backward it goes. That's a lovely pass. Plays it across. Up he goes! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into a stranglehold. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now that looks a decent ball. Bruno Fernandes. That is lovely. Cross to the back post. And that's the keeper's ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the... Oh, what a... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And that has left him in a heap. Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now, who's going to be first to this? Japan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. A probing pass. Oh, super find. Now, can he... Shot, surely! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And that has been cleared. So their fourth corner of the game. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Turns and goes back, and he's had a hit! And that has been clubbed away. Hakimi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Chouameni.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Valverde. Can he get on the end of this? Now the cross. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking for the run. And that's been slipped through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Locatelli. 5 minutes till the break. Fernandes. Here's Locatelli. Bruno Fernandes. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Fernandes. Looking for options for movement. Chance for a shot! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So, we're into the second 45.
Japan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Inter Milan finding their passes. He can run onto that. He could be in. He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Ndika. Fernandes. Valverde. Bruno Fernandes. And Rafinha. Out towards the flank. Lofted in. And he's there to clear it. Lukaku. Locatelli.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That has ended up in no man's land. Knocks it into space. Oh, terrible mistake. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rafinha, lovely pass, but can he get there? DiMarco delivers with whip. Can he finish? They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Goes looking wide. And now they can spring out of defence. Rafinha gets across and deals with it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It looks a good ball through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Greenwood. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Eze producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Greenwood. Oh, well played.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Japan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And that was very necessary. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Van der Ven with the clearance. Nicely spread. Hakimi could try cutting inside here. Back in once more. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, it's come loose. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And it's DiMarco. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Matheus Cunha.
Japan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance.
Osimhen! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Japan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here? And the shot! Quality ball. And they can counter here. Tries to play it through. He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And he's been shifted off it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Haaland! Oh, that's nice. Hakimi has it in a wide position. And it's hoisted clear. That's a good ball out wide. In once more. Bruno Fernandes. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Hakimi. Gets a good foot in there. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
This looks promising, and he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Osimhen. Lovely bit of skill. Goes looking wide. Played in deep. Up he goes! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Rafinha. Bruno Fernandes. Japan have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently not. Bellingham! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He won't be happy with that one. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni. Lukaku is onto it in a flash. That's a pretty loose pass. Tchouaméni. Good purposeful running this.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And here's Lukaku. Now it's Mbappe. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bruno Fernandes plays it short. Delivers the ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. Ndika is there to clear. attempt. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
This is the time you need that pace.
Strong running down that left flank. Hakimi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham. Hakimi. To Bruno Fernandes. Bruno. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This their second corner of the game. They've played it short. No way through, so... And the finish! And that has been clubbed away.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again then.
Japan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe! He's found a way through!
Such good technique.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bruno Fernandes. Danger averted for now. Chouameni. Gabriel. Knocks it into space. Tries a shot! Cleared without hesitation.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Palmer. And he stands tall, impenetrable. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that has been cleared. And it's Hakimi. Here comes... Climbs up big! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive. We know that, and that one never really got going.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way past. Tries to pass it through. Defending. Oh, he's been caught on it here. They want to be quick to recover this. Now it's Greenwood. Well, this is certainly a game where the scoreline does not reflect the action. How it has stayed 0-0, nobody can quite understand. Bellingham. And here's Rafinha. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a promising position. He'll try to keep this alive. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Played into space. Can he latch onto this? Palmer! And it's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Rafinha. Rafinha going full tilt down the left. Looking for options for movement. Well, there's the clearance.
Japan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Looking to go deep.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Back in once more. Oh, smashing header! Cleared without complication. And that's been won straight back. And here's Haaland.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hakimi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, perfectly measured that.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Good ball. Shoots! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. Palmer with the short one.
Inter nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Kimmich. That is well. Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Isak is offering a right smile there.
And he's on his way. Eze. And he can clear it away. Gabriel. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Greenwood clears. And that is that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second half goal. That's what cost them.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.